Hello, ladies and jelly spoons. Welcome to the Game Dojo. I am your host, the Game Ninja. You know where you are, and this is the first boot up. A long time ago, there was a movie with Billy Zane. Most of you probably never even saw it. Most of you probably never even heard of it. It was around 95, 96. It was called... Can y'all see that? It was called The Phantom. That's right. The Phantom. With Billy Zane. And this is long before you known him for any other roles. He was up and coming. And the movie didn't get as much press as it should have. But I absolutely love the movie. Absolutely. If you're wondering where the movie is from, it's based off of a comic book. Like I was saying, it's based off of an old comic book. That's right, from back in the day. Can y'all see that? Yeah, The Phantom. That's right. It's a pretty cool movie. I used to read the comic books back in the day. I only saw like maybe one season of the comic books. But I did like him as a superhero. And Billy Zane was a perfect Phantom. If you've never seen the movie, you have to check it out at least once. It's not going to break any box office records, but it was the 90s, the early 90s. And I don't think it was looking to break box office records, but it is entertaining. Billy Zane as the Phantom is an awesome role for him. I don't know why he's never done another superhero movie, maybe because of the Phantom. But anyway, that got gamers to talking about content and content preferences. So a little over a year ago, companies started talking about the premise of maybe getting companies involved with maybe an actual Phantom game. As you can see, the Phantom game is coming. The Phantom game was coming at that time. A lot of companies was interested into it, and it ended up being Limited Run. That's right, Limited Run that did pretty much all those awesome little arcade style games that you saw come out in the last few years. And they undertook the project. And ladies and gentlemen, you're never going to get what we got. That's right, the very own Phantom game. As you see that, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Limited Run. You can find out information from thephantomgame.com. King's Features also was a part of it. And I, for one, could not let that go. With all the games we've been playing lately, including Carmen Sandiego, when I found this out, because I didn't even know it came out. That's the crazy part. I did not even know it came out. But it did. And for your viewing pleasure, let's sit back and relax with your favorite bag of snacks and enjoy or destroy the first boot up of the Phantom. That's right. It's real. It's here. It's happening right now. Let's do it.
For those who came in late, 400 years ago, pirates attacked and destroyed a great sailing ship. A father sacrificed his own life to save his son.
That's a little loud, guys.
A sole survivor washed ashore. The young boy was nursed to health and swore an oath. I swear to devote my life to the destruction of all forms of piracy, greed, and cruelty. May my sons and their sons follow me. This is the legacy of my family. The Phantom.
I told y'all. Y'all thought I was bull. You thought I was play pimping, but it's here. Y'all thought I was play pimping, bruh. I was not play pimping. So let's see. We got the vault. Let's see what they got for options. I like the animations. Alright, that's it. Punch, kick, jump, draw guns, call animal, mark, punch, spin attack. Well, we're gonna figure out. We're gonna figure out the mechanics as we go along. We definitely gonna do easy because I don't know what I'm going up against yet. Yo, this is hot, I'm not gonna lie. This looks comically accurate. And you can do two players, look at that. like that. I am not going to be Diana. I am going to be Billy Zane.
You are outmatched. There is nothing you can do to defeat me, Diana.
Oh, it's like playing a comic book.
I learned from the best. The jungle drums.
Trouble in the deep woods.
Get him! Freak!
Oh, so it's like a beat 'em up. Oh, so that's how you call an animal. Oh, that's hot. Do I run out of ammo? Oh, you can. Turn around, bro. How do you pick up stuff? How do you pick stuff up? There we go. They said you shouldn't shoot women. Bro, I gotta get these buttons down. Oh shit. How do you pick up? There you go. I gotta get those coins. Hold on, I wanna go back and get those coins. Oh my god. I gotta figure out how to get this shit up. I gotta get some more bullets. How's she gonna punch me off screen? Bro. Y'all, stop for 1 second. Wait a minute, how did I do that? I like the animation, but I don't like the movement. It's like it's very sharp.
stand still.
Yo, you forgot to change. I expected so much more.
Never want to see you in the deep woods again.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's
Skull
better than
under
a
attack.
lot of like.
It was
It's better than
always
Jumanji. It's better than Jumanji. Don't get me wrong. It's better than Jumanji, but the stiff, rigid gameplay, I don't know if I'm a fan of.
Let's dance.
With these things on the ground, am I supposed to pick them up and do them? I don't know. What the hell? What is that? Do I light it? I'm trying to light it. Like, is there a certain way I do it? I got it right on it. That should be lighting it. Maybe you can't. Like, can I light it? Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely could have done better. Definitely could have done better, guys. Bro. Really? He ain't dead yet? I shot this dude like 12 times.
It's the same. They have Kate. We must hurry.
That's horrible voice acting. How am I supposed to go? Did he just pause in midair? supposed to go? Can we go? Can we go? How do we go? Where do we go? Do you just come with me if I go this way? Do we go up this way? Do we go up? Bro. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. This blows.
Phantom is fearful to behold.
Come on. How many more guys? Oh, come on, guys. Oh, come on, guys. This is just...
Phantom is rough on Roughnecks. Phantom is rough on Roughnecks.
Come on, guys. Oh, come on. This is definitely a beat 'em up.
I have raided your cave, Ghost Who Walks. I came for your precious skull, but I found even greater treasure.
Dogai, you snake. You can't escape from the Phantom.
There's nothing your father can do now, boy. Take off, you fools! What are you waiting for?
I'm trying, Master. The load is too heavy.
So leave the boy. Move, aim, shoot. Oh, okay. Alright, I got you. Shoot the crates. How do you jump? Bro, this is stupid. I mean, it's kind of hot, but it's kind of stupid at the same time.
never find him. Your treasure is to be divided up between the 4 leaders of the Singh Brotherhood. It will fund our global empire. The Singh will rule the world.
Madman, I will uncover your global empire and bring it crumbling to the ground.
India. Are we gonna fight Dalsim?
We're not looking for trouble. We request a meeting with your master.
You're just bound trouble, stranger. The master does not take kindly to unwanted visitors.
The master does not take kindly to wanted visitors. Okay, the Phantom. Honestly, I want to give it its fair due diligence and praise. Hold on 1 second. I want to give its fair due diligence and praise. After all, it is a arcade beat 'em up game. Having said that, with Ninja Turtles and a sea of other games that we've played, more recently Retro Realms, Ash versus the Evil Dead, and Halloween. Look, guys, the art style, I like the cel-shaded graphics. I like the comic book thing. This very comic book-esque, I do like it. The control is very stiff and rigid. I do not like that. I wish you had worked on the mechanics just a little bit more. Having said that, is it the greatest game I've ever played? Not by far. Is it the worst game I've ever played? Not by far. I would say it's mid. It's something to play, to waste time, because like I said, I did get Jumanji, and Jumanji, the characters look like The Rock and Kevin Hart and everybody and Jack Black, but they were not voiced by the characters. So if you ever played Jumanji or wanted to play that game, it sucks donut holes. It is absolutely crap. Like 100% crap. I couldn't even get through past the second level. Like, it was just so cringy that I couldn't. Like, y'all, come on. Y'all couldn't get The Rock, Kevin Hart, and the people who actually played the characters in the movie to actually voice the game. That's how much faith y'all had in this game. You could have even hired some voice doubles. There are some people out there that sound like The Rock, and some people out there that sound like Kevin Hart. Y'all could have used Jay Farrow. He sounded exactly like Kevin Hart. But I digress. So if you were wondering just what the Phantom game that we just played was inspired by, a comic book and a movie. Give me 1 second. So like I said, the movie, I'll give you a little bit of
Everyone's safe,
a little bit of taste.
except one young woman who was abducted off the clipper. She was on her way to see me, oddly enough. Her name's Diana Palmer.
Diana Palmer? From New York? Uncle owns the Tribune?
Yes, that's right. How did you know?
I heard the name somewhere.
Oh. Yes, those grave robbers like this.
Yeah, if you didn't catch the flick, you're not missing much. It was a good watch. It was a good watch. Like, during the time of The Rocketeer and movies like that, I would say this is about equal to The Rocketeer. It's not Batman, and he's probably a superhero most of you don't know anything about. But for the ones that do, the movie it's a cult classic for the genre of what it is. But having said that, I also liked the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. Don't kill me. And I also liked Ben Affleck's Daredevil with Electric Nachos. But the sequel of Elektra, her own movie, was a hell of a lot better than Daredevil. But I can watch Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I can. Just like I can watch Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. It was CG'd to hell, but for what it was, it was nice seeing a real life representation of the comic books I used to read. At its very least, I'm not saying it's the best movie in the world. I'm not saying it's Oscar worthy. I'm not saying it's their best work. I'm simply saying I can watch it. Having said that, I can watch The Phantom. Phantom is watchable. So is The Rocketeer. But anyway, the movie, well, since I did a review for RoboCop, I might as well do a review for The Phantom. Billy Zane is a beautiful man, especially in this movie. His hair, the cheekbones. Billy Zane is the epitome of what I think of a Hollywood actor in a modern day should look like. Back in the day when you thought of Hollywood actors like in the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, when the whole thing was being established, you thought of these beautiful looking people with chiseled features that you couldn't keep your eyes off. Garbo, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, Gene Kelly, Audrey, Lillian Gish, what's her name? Somewhere Over the Rainbow. What is her name? Judy Garland. All these people personified a beauty of what it meant to be in the Hollywood limelight. Even Marilyn Monroe, she's done quite a few movies. I own a few. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I also have Hilda, which is actually really great, and Gilda. I have both of those.
And you're forgetting one key member that she was so beautiful, Audrey Hepburn.
I said Hepburn. Didn't I say Hepburn?
I don't think you said Audrey Hepburn.
Okay. During that time, they epitomized what Hollywood was supposed to be. Beautiful people. And in the later years, that image has changed dramatically in Hollywood, and now to the point where a politically correct society now chooses regular people, which there's nothing wrong with, to be these characters in these movies that we're supposed to look at and in awe and admire. And look, I'm just going to say it because I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but I will say it. It's okay to be beautiful in Hollywood. It's okay to be a beautiful person in a Hollywood movie. It's okay to be in a movie and be beautiful, whether male, female, or any place in between, or neither. It's okay to be beautiful in Hollywood. There are a lot of actors and actresses in this world that I find absolutely gaga, and it's amazing to see them act and have an actual acting talent to go along with their beauty. Is beauty everything? No. And sometimes casting a pretty face who can't act will destroy a role. So that is the double-edged twin sword on that. But getting back to The Phantom with Billy Zane, he's a beautiful guy to look at. Pause on every pause, but I said it and I'm not going to take it back. It is what it is. He has the hair. I loved him so much in his early acting career that I often confused him for a lot of different characters, believe it or not. It was probably my third time watching The Mummy when I realized that wasn't Billy Zane. For some reason, I had just put Billy Zane in my head as Imhotep. It was there. The eyes, the look, but I had seen Titanic around the same time, so I had Billy Zane on the brain. And if you ever watch Zoolander, the walk-off with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, Derek Zoolander versus his counterpart, the author of the walk-off was Billy Zane. Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's really cool and he knows what he's doing. Cork it, Billy Zane. It's a walk-off. It's a walk-off, ladies and gentlemen. It's a walk-off. You guys don't understand. Like, now they just throw a rock and find an actor standing on a corner and they're just like, oh, you'd be great for this movie. Some of them do. 90% of them don't. But back in the day, you had these people, and like, it's his voice, his pronunciation. I even liked him in Tales of the Crypt Demon Knight. And if you don't know the infamous scene I'm talking about, you have a ho dunk, po dunk, mother. I can't say it, but you know what I'm saying. He was awesome in that movie. Billy Zane, you are awesome. You still are. You were then. And you're the main reason why I can watch The Phantom. Billy Zane, you're the reason why I can watch The Phantom. Now, it also had the original Buffy in it, Christy Swanson. That's 2 eye candies in one movie. And the fact that they worked together in that said movie, I'm going to give it another little oomph up there. On top of that, it had my boy from the Warriors, who went on to play many iconic roles, of one of which I didn't like him as Raiden in Mortal Kombat 2. I think we should have went back to Christopher Lambert. But my boy from the Warriors, he's also in this movie. There's about 4 or 5 other actors that you're like, hey, I've seen him in a lot of movies that are in this movie. So budget-wise, I don't know how much it cost. But I will say the stunts look real. It's kind of like a cross between a superhero movie and Indiana Jones and maybe James Bond. It's kind of a cross between those 3. Storyline, not that good. But it's Billy Zane in a purple comic book accurate Phantom suit. How can you not like it? Superpowers, animals. He has like the power of Tarzan. He calls animals. He calls elephants. He does all of that. Oh, James Remar. Yeah, I know. I call him my boy from the Warriors, though. I don't like the fact that he played Raiden in Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. And we will never talk about Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. I'd almost rather watch the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out like in 2019 than the Mortal Kombat 2 movie we got. Raiden in sweatpants. Let's just say this with me. Brian Thompson is never a go-to for Shao Kahn. Sorry. Can't do it. The animalities, the CG. You killed Johnny Cage in the opening credits. You talked about Cabal, Rain, and Ermac. Never saw him. Musetta Vandar as Sindel. I will give that movie credit. Lin He as Jade. Credit. Having said that, you guys could have done a better Sonya Blade. After all, the original Sonya Blade was still working. She was still acting. She was still doing things. So the Sonya Blade we got, downgrade. Sorry. Downgrade. She's no Bridget Wilson. She is not Bridget Wilson. I'm sorry. And Talisa Soto as Katana in the first movie, let's just say it. You got to have a cohesive unit in order for people to care about or at least look at what you're doing. Case in point, Mortal Kombat 1, the game, chapter, I would say around 3 or 4, where Katana, Melina, Sindel, Tanya, and all of them start to come into that game. Absolute brilliance. Now, why couldn't they do a movie that way? But anyway, I digress. The Phantom is what we're talking about. The Phantom is what we played. The Phantom is what we're going to score. So on the 24K Films, Movies, and Reviews score, is it a platinum? No. Is it a penny? No. Is it gold? No. Is it... You know what? I'll give it a nickel. Silver. I'll give it a nickel silver because it's the cinematography, the action, the fight scenes, the choreography, the suits, the comic book accuracy to certain things in the movie was 100%, and I did like it. There was effort shown. Back in the day, they just slapped stuff together and just spunt it out and churned it out. It's gotten worse over the years, including modern times. But I would say The Phantom was a feel-good ride. It was old school cheesiness that you didn't know you needed in your life. And Billy Zane is great to look at, man. I'm sorry. Billy Zane, if you ever in the world come across my videos, please comment, inbox. You can email me. I just have to say it. From a very strong, positive male to another male, there's a few men in this world that I can confidently say with all my male fortitude that are beautiful looking men. You are one of those men. I would say top 5, top 3, definitely top 2.
Billy Zane, no hair, all good to me.
Yeah, Billy Zane, if you ever get a hold of this, or if a rep or somebody who works for you ever lets you know about this, I'm telling you, my reason for watching this and keeping this and getting this and having it all the way until 2025 was you. Take it for what you want it for. Leave it at the floor for everything else. Billy Zane, you are a beautiful man. You will always be a beautiful man, even in your elderly state when you get there. You're not there yet, but when you get there, you will still be a beautiful old man.
I happen to love Billy Zane in the movie The Roommate, if anybody's ever heard of that. Maybe the game, maybe the Game Ninja will one day do a movie review for that.
All right. And if you were wondering, my top 5: Sean Connery, Billy Zane, Kurt Russell, Mel Gibson. Cause I got to. This guy's a beautiful guy. And the 5th one is probably going to surprise you, but it's actually Channing Tatum. That guy's a clean cut. He reminds me of a schoolyard bully with a pretty face. He's that jock during the football game, that all-star jock during the football game with the chiseled features. But yeah, so that was the list if any of you were wondering. But yeah, definitely 1 and 2, definitely going to be Connery, and it's definitely going to be Zane. Anyway, I've said too much, opened too much, took too much out of the box. The rating is nickel. Silver, good time. Like it, buy it, own it on Blu-ray. It's okay on DVD. If you got the old VHS, you'll be just fine. Or if you're watching it on digital, check out The Phantom. The game, I don't know if I'm going to be playing too much of it. If it had been voiced and animated based off of Billy Zane, probably. But other than that, it's a game. You can play it. It's not the best game. It's not the worst game. It's a game. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Billy Zane, serious.